It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on a two-board screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I'd like to get and tell about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Spain. Got some plays over in Spain this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo reba. And Spain, I heard you guys got some great gazpacho, bro. I heard you are known for your gazpacho. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my kitchen and I'm going to make me some gazpacho. I don't even care that it's winter. I know it's served cold. I don't care. It's winter. It's snowing. I don't care. I'm going to make me some gazpacho, bro. Now, I know it won't be as good as the gazpacho made over in Spain, but I'm still going to have it to try out. What's this gazpacho all about? Is it awesome? Is it good? I'm sure it's good, but I'm going to find out this week and I'll let you know next episode how the gazpacho turned out. So gracias, gratitude. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. And just FYI, back day was school to be a radio DJ, but I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I never tried cuisine from around the globe. If I just would have ate more cuisine from around the globe, maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But I didn't, and that allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, soup, meat, lentils, beans, chia seeds, hemp seeds. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just beware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble here all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 2023. It is here. We are in the future. It's the beginning of the year. You know what time it is? It's time to create a master plan. It's time to map out 2023. What moves are you going to make to improve yourself, to become better, right? Are you going to do that? I'm doing it already. I'm already creating my master plan right now. I'm about to create it and put it into action. We're going to walk through 23 powerful. But if you're trying to create a master plan, we got something that can help you with that. We have the Master Plan Planner of 23 over the Existing Fictions as a store. So while you're creating your master plan, you can use this planner to help you manifest your vision and move into greatness in 23. So let's move into greatness in 2023. We got the Master Plan Planner of the Existing Fictions as a store. Hit the link below so you can create and manifest your master plan. So check out the link. Now let's get on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. Beginning of the year, we still here. We still got those vibes. It's like, let's get it. Let's manifest greatness. But let me be completely honest with you guys. This is like only the first week of January. And let me tell you guys something. The monkey mind already came at me. The monkey mind already came at me. The monkey mind was coming at me. The doubts like, you're not good enough. You can't do it. There's so many problems. You're going to fail. You can't win. This game is unwinnable, right? I'll be honest with you guys. Those thoughts already came and we just started. I was like, the first day in 20 days, let's go get it. I'm unstoppable. Ain't nothing hold me back. A week later, I'm already like, damn, I can't do this. Already that quick. That's how it works. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes this monkey mind just creeps in there. It's a very bad time to creep in there. But you know what I did? I had a conversation with myself. I said, hey, Captain, look at your wins. Let's look at 22 and let's look at those wins. Let's look at those accomplishments. What did you do in 22 that was great? What did you do better? How did you improve? So I took a look at those accomplishments like, you know what? In 22, we did all right. And after talking to myself and looking back and reflecting like, bro, we did all right. I said 23, to quote Patrick Bet-David, the future is bright. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's handle this business. We're going to move powerful in the future. We're going to create the master plan and move powerful and manifest greatness. So let's continue to manifest greatness. But right now, I want to talk movies, TV, sports, and flicks. And just last night, I sat down, relaxed, had some tortilla chips, and I watched some flicks. And I got to revisit one of my favorite genres. If you've been here before, you know what it is. There's two things the captain really loves. First thing is, of course, Star Trek. Everybody knows I love Star Trek. But the second thing I'm really a big fan of, and if you've been here before, you know what it is. But I'm going to tell you if you haven't been here before, the second thing I'm really into is spy flicks. Intelligence. I love those movies, TV, sports, and flicks. So last night I sat down, had some mineral water, some tortilla chips, and I watched the movie called Mossad. Now, when you hear the word Mossad, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, let me enlighten you a little bit. The title of the movie is called Mossad because it is about a Mossad agent. And you might think, what is Mossad? I don't know what that is. If you're new to the whole espionage spy thing, Mossad is one of the intelligence agencies of Israel. They're the ones that handle the spy stuff outside of Israel. The one that handles the spy stuff in Israel is the Shin Bet. The one that handles it outside of Israel is the Mossad, right? And so that's what this movie's about. But this tale of the Mossad is not your average tale. It's not the status quo tale. This tale is done in a very comedic, slapstick style. Now, you may have seen a lot of movies, TV shows about the Mossad. I've seen quite a bit over the years. I've seen tons of shows and movies about the Mossad, a lot of serious drama, action flicks about the Mossad. Good too. They're all good. Really good. All the ones I've seen have been very good. This is one like you don't see a lot. This is a comedic slapstick version. It's a comedy, bro. It's a comedy about Mossad, the Mossad, right? Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought they'd make a comedy about Mossad? But they did. And this is what I watched last night. And basically, this show is kind of like watching The Naked Gun or Scary Movie. It's just like those movies, actually. But the only thing is, it's about the Mossad and spying and all that. But wait, there's one more thing. This movie was made in Israel. And this movie is mostly in Hebrew. So while you've seen The Naked Gun, you've seen Scary Movie, which is all in English, if you're watching this one, bro, it is going to be majority in Hebrew. So if you don't speak Hebrew, you got to read the subtitles. Now, I am currently studying Hebrew, but I don't know enough about it to understand what you're saying, maybe next year. So even with my limited Hebrew skills, I still couldn't really understand what they were saying. So I had to read the subtitles. But reading subtitles is not that bad. I watch a lot of foreign flicks. I'm kind of used to reading subtitles. But I do know some people don't like to read subtitles. But if you don't or aren't into it, you're missing out on a lot of good movies that you could watch that have subtitles. There's a lot of good ones out there across many countries. And I've watched a lot over the years. But this particular one, Mossad, with the subtitles, doesn't matter. Still great. Still loved it. And one additional thing I want to say as well is I always thought that watching comedies with subtitles, it'd be hard to get the humor. I remember a couple years ago, I watched Cindy La Reja, which was a Mexico movie, Spanish movie. And it was a comedy, like a romantic comedy. And I kind of thought going into it, I wouldn't be able to get the humor because I don't really speak Spanish. But even though I didn't speak the language, I still got the humor in it. And the same thing with this Mossad movie. Also, it's Hebrew. You're thinking, I don't want to get the humor because you got to read subtitles. I don't understand the language. No, not the case. I laughed considerably. In fact, last night, I was laughing a lot. Now, one additional thing too, because I'm kind of into spy films and shows, that might have made it a little easier for me to understand the jokes and humor maybe, because of that possibly. So anyways, Mossad is a comedic take on the spy genre. It was very good. I went on the Amazon Fire Stick. I just searched things, spy stuff, and this showed up. I was like, wow, this came out in 2019, a couple years old. And additionally, what's really cool about it, the star of the movie was Mossad, which is a very serious show. So the star of this movie, the last time I saw him, he was in Mossad, which is very serious, which is kind of about security services and kind of almost the same genre, but that's a very serious, dramatic take, where this is comedic take. And it was interesting to see the actor, the last time I saw him so serious, to just play this fun, comedic role and have fun with it. It was very cool. So if you like spy flicks, if you love The Great Game, if you love espionage and dead drops and CIA and intelligence and all that kind of thing, this is a very comedic take on it. And one additional thing too, over the last couple years, I try to watch silly stuff, whether it's on YouTube or movies or whatever. Because, I'll be honest, life can get serious. It's cool just to have some silly fun. Like silly fun. That's one of the reasons I like Star Trek Prodigy, is because there is some elements to that show that's silly. And I like being able to get into that silliness. It's a nice break from just all the stresses and seriousness of real life. Because as you know, living real life, there's a lot of things we gotta take care of. There's a lot of bills, responsibilities, problems that come up. And just taking time to have some silliness to turn your mind off is fun. And when I watched Mossad, the outside world just disappeared. I was with the movie, enjoying it, laughing. It was fun. I got to take a nice little break, relieve my mind from the stresses of real life. I don't know what you think about me in the podcast. I don't know if you think I'm this billionaire rich podcaster, but regardless to what you think about my lifestyle, how I come off on this podcast, there are moments in time, like I told in the beginning, where that monkey mind creeps in, where sometimes things are not going well, where sometimes there's problems, where sometimes I'm stressed. We all feel that. And sometimes you won't hear those on these social media, YouTube channels or whatever. Like everything's always all good. But the reality, I'm like any other human being. They're not always good. And sometimes you're stressed. And sometimes it's nice just to take a break with a nice comedic spy flick. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mossad, the movie out of Israel. Fantastic. Dope flick. I loved it. But to be completely honest, I love spy flicks. There's pretty much nothing about spying I could watch that I'm not going to like. So if you're not into spy flicks, you may possibly not be into it. Maybe. And then maybe if you're not into Hebrew, subtitles and international stuff, you might not. But let me just say this real quick before we sign off this podcast. Now, this podcast is about expanding minds, growing, improving, right? Just to become a little bit better, a little bit smarter, getting outside the comfort zone. And maybe your comfort zone when it comes to watching flicks and movies is I don't do subtitles. I don't watch spy genres. I don't do, that's not what I do. I don't watch those things. It's just not for me. Okay, well, step outside the comfort zone. Watch something that's international. Watch something from Israel. Watch something in Hebrew. Read some subtitles. You maybe don't watch spy flicks, but watch a spy flick. Step outside your entertainment comfort zone and watch something you might not necessarily watch. And you never know. Maybe you don't watch spy flicks. Maybe you don't watch stuff from Israel, but all of a sudden you watch, it's bro, I love this. Very possible. So come on, let's expand this mind. Let's grow. And look, we're taking baby steps. We're not asking to jump out of airplanes. We're not asking to eat some crazy food. Just spend some time watching something you might not watch. Let's take baby steps. Let's expand that mind. Let's grow a little bit. Watch something you might not have watched before, right? So let's try to do that. Let's expand this mind. It's 23. Let's grow. Let's improve. Step outside comfort zones. So step outside your entertainment comfort zone and watch something you might not have watched. Now, if you've already seen it and you're into the spy genre and you're into Mossad and you're into Hebrew and you're into international shows and you're into reading subtitles, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you're just discovering this podcast, you're kind of new to the whole vibe, step outside your entertainment comfort zone. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Mossad, Hebrew. Watch something in Spanish. Watch something in German. Watch something in Japanese, Korean, right? I've watched movies from all over Brazil, from all over these different countries for many years. I find them very enjoyable. But if you've not done that, never done that, step outside that entertainment comfort zone. So anyways, Mossad, a great flick, enjoyable. I saw it over on Tubi for free. Right now, it's on Tubi for free. It might not be there when you hear this in the future, but right now, 2023, beginning of the year, it is on Tubi for free. It's got to watch a little bit of ads. So yeah, Mossad was dope. Yeah, channeling my inner spy. So that's all I want to talk about this week. And until next time, we'll see. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Will Smith. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.